We are going to look at areas of trapezoids today. So the area of a trapezoid formula is the height times base 1 plus base 2 divided by 2. Now the bases are always the sides that are parallel to each other, and the height is the distance between the two. So let's look at this first trapezoid we want to find the area of. So we're just going to use the formula. Looks like 28 is our first base, 58 is our second base, and 30 is our height. So we just plug that in. Area equals 28 plus 58 times the height, which is 30, over 2. So let's do a little arithmetic. So 28 plus 58, see that's 86. That times 30 over 2. 86 times 30, 2580 divided by 2 is 1290. And that would be units squared since we're dealing with area. Okay, let's look at another one. So we want to find the area of this trapezoid. However, we do not know the value of x. So recall that the bases are the lines that are parallel to each other. So in this case, our bases are 10 and x. In order to find x, we're going to create a right triangle here. We're going to drop that line down. So that length is 4 because this side is 4. So to find this little place right here, if we can find what this length is, then we can subtract that from 10 to find this length. So this whole space is 10. We want to find this space. And we're going to use the Pythagorean theorem to find that length. So I'll draw that triangle out to the side. So we don't know that. We know this is 4, this is 8.5. And I'll call this A. So Pythagorean theorem, remember that's a squared plus b squared equals c squared. And c has to be your hypotenuse or your longest side, so in that case that's 8.5. So we will do a squared plus 4 squared equals 8.5 squared. So let's square those numbers. See, that's 72.25. Subtract the 16 over. $56.25. And then to get rid of the square on the A, we need to take the square root. So we'll square root both sides. And my calculator gives 7.5. Alright, so this blue length right here is 7.5. To find this green length, we just take 10 and subtract 7.5 from that. So 10 minus 7.5 is 2.5. So that's 2.5. Okay, so if this is 2.5, this is also 2.5. Oops. Okay. So we have our two bases, 2.5 and 10, and our height, which is 4, so we can go ahead and plug those into our area formula. So height, which is 4, because remember height is the distance between the two bases, times base 1, which we'll say is 10, plus base 2, which we found was 2.5, all over 2. Okay, so that's 10 plus 2.5 is 12.5. 4 times 12.5 is 50 divided by 2 is 25. So our area is 25 units squared. Okay, so if you need to go back and replay this video or pause it at certain points so you can get that down on your note page, I would encourage you to do that. And that is it for trapezoids.